Hey guys, welcome back to the show. In this episode, we're going to continue talking about vampires.
But there's no doubt that vampires is a very cool concept of the undead.
Yeah. No doubt.
That's also why I really love playing video games, where you play vampires. And I want to talk a little bit about that. Have you played a lot of vampire games?
I mean, I've played Blood Rain, played a bit of Soul Reaver. I mean, The Witcher has a bit of vampirism in it.
Yeah. The vampire concept is in many games, especially RPG games. Skyrim
also.
The Witcher.
Yeah.
Which I would understand. Okay, you can also talk about Chris Strahd, which you just played in Dungeons and Dragons, which you role play very good. That is cool. The first vampire game that I played was Vampire the Masquerade. I've been trying to find that game again, but I just keep getting part 2, which is a shame because I didn't like part 2 as well as I liked part 1.
My name is Christophe Rumble. I am a man of God and a soldier in heaven's cause. I would know of the devils that rule the night in Prague.
They are vampires, the undead, the blood drinkers.
Vampire the Masquerade is also an RPG game, tabletop game, which I've never played.
Me neither.
We should try that sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely.
One shot and maybe record it. Seems like a cool concept, but the game was amazing. I remember playing in the Faroe Islands with my cousin Harstward. He had it on a PC, and it was based like this, that there is this knight in the crusade time who goes out killing undead things and becomes bitten by a vampire. So he becomes the thing that he hates the most.
Okay.
And the concept of the game is him not wanting to be giving over to thirst. So he has to fight his thirst all the time.
Yeah.
So it depends on if he bites rats and stuff like that, kind of like Interview with a Vampire.
Yeah.
He can contain his thirst and still be in control. But more he goes after biting people and biting his enemies, the more the thirst becomes strong.
Yeah.
And also it's also this the dilemma. If you want to become more powerful, you have to give more into your vampire side.
Yeah, definitely, and bite the humans.
Yeah, exactly. And
that's also a fairly common thing, that if you are a vampire and you try to go vegetarian, you become weaker. Yeah. And the vampires that bite human are stronger.
Yeah, exactly. They got the full potential of the essence of the blood. The game was very cool because it was in this Knights Templar kind of time, and then you travel through time and you play different characters, and there's a lot of dialogue in it. Some people don't like that. I like that. And you play different characters, kind of like in Dragon Age, where you have a team of people that you can change, which you control. That I really liked. I think it was very cool. And I don't want to spoil the game if you could get your hands on it, but in the end, there was different kinds of endings, all depending on how you choose. Did you give over to your taste? Could you retain it and still keep it
I love
inside?
those type of games where you have different endings depending on what you choose.
Yeah, because then you can play the game with a different outcome.
Yeah.
The last game I played was the game Vampire.
Yeah.
It was kind of the same concept with this doctor who. This is in the time of the Spanish flu, so there is plague everywhere, and so people are dying. And this doctor called Dr. Reed, he's a blood doctor, which is a cool concept for becoming a vampire because he gets bitten. He also has a touch with his human side and doesn't want to give into his vampire side also. And he wants to find a cure as a doctor. He thinks it all lies in his blood, so he tries to find a cure from curing his vampirism, which is a cool concept. And there's also a lot of dialogue in that game. If you don't like that, don't play it. There's a lot of dialogue, but I really like it. He also has a lot of conflict between, if I want to become more powerful, but to do that I have to bite humans. And the game is set up like this, that if you do that too much, it has a lot of consequence in the area, because people are dying from the Spanish flu. So if you bite someone, you have to be very careful who you choose, stuff like that. So it's a very mystery solving game, and there are some action sequences also, but not so many. If you're a very action-based player, the game's not for you. But I think it has a nice balance of dialogue and detective-ish crime solving and action sequence. I think it's a really good game.
I mean, it would probably not be a game for me, since I am more of the action-based gamer. But it sounds really cool, and I wish that I would have the patience to play it. But I know that if I buy it, I'll play it probably around an hour.
If it comes on the sale, you can try it maybe.
Maybe.
Exactly. One of the oldies vampire games, Legacy of Kain. I didn't play the original Blood Omen Legacy of Kain's. But I played Soul River. I loved Soul River. I think it was a really good concept. I really liked the idea of Legacy of Kain, so I think it would be cool to see a remastered version of it. Especially also Soul River, but it was very hard.
Yeah, I mean, I played it as a kid, and I haven't played it since.
No, I never finished it either. It was really hard to play. But
it was way too hard for me. I mean, I have been around 9, 10. There was just no way that I could. I couldn't even advance from some of the early stages of the game.
And then you very easily lose interest in it.
Yeah.
Another famous game we really liked, Blood Rain.
Blood Rain, yeah. I mean, I remember. At the time, I had my Xbox. You had your PlayStation.
Yeah.
And our mom said that we could each buy one game.
Yeah. She didn't know what you get.
No. And we went our separate ways. I went to the Xbox stand, you went to the PlayStation stand. And when we came to the register, we realized we both had Blood Rain in our hands.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But you bought it, and I took a different one.
Yeah.
The idea of that's an action sequence game.
Yeah, that's an action sequence.
This vampire just slaughtered Nazis.
Yeah, I loved it.
She simply just cuts him in parts.
You cut the limbs off.
Yeah. It was so gory, bloody. It was awesome.
Yeah, and when I remember if you pressed X, you jumped on their back.
Yeah, bit them
and sucked the blood out of them and pushed them onto the ground, and then onwards. It was a really, really good game.
It really was. Now, if I Google a list of vampire games, there are many. I'm actually shocked how many there are. Castlevania from '86, and some of you know that one. There's also one of Nosferatu, which is this very old vampire movie, one of the first.
Okay, I have a question for you. If you, in your D&D game, had to homebrew the vampire race, what elements would you take?
Elements? What do you mean? What do you mean elements?
How would they turn? How is there even a way to control the thirst?
I don't think I wouldn't keep a human side in it. I don't think so. I think I would make them dead, and the human side are no more. Like only maybe a shallow remembrance only in the beginning.
How about emotions?
Yeah, I like that there could be emotions, but no, I'm more of this. If you are dead, you've been by a vampire, you turned, and the person is dead.
Okay.
Like the risen version of the vampire is a new creature. So you can make a cool version that maybe the body remembers some things of its human side and can use that to manipulate relatives, close ones.
Yeah.
It's a bit side of that in Dracula's Bram Stoker's movie, where this person relives and she calls out to the loved one to come and help her, so she can feed on him.
Yeah.
So it isn't her, but she uses the memories of the deceased body that is taking place in. So I think that's the cool aspect of it. You can make maybe a special one who for some reason can, like the Interview with a Vampire concept, where it's a gift. But I more like it when you are turned, you're turned.
Yeah.
What about you?
I mean, I like when I'm emotion-wise. I think I would keep the emotions within the vampires, because I think the emotions also create motivation. Like when you are turned, you are. I don't like that you're just. I mean, I do like that you're just a feral beast, but I also like that you can have some motivation to do some things. To why do you want to be powerful, or do you have someone that you like in Curse of Strahd? Spoiler alert. Strahd is obsessed with this woman, Tatiana, and he will do anything to get her back. Also in Curse of Strahd there's also this doppelganger theme, where Tatiana is reformed a few centuries in between, and every time she is reformed, Strahd tries to win her to his side, and every time he does, he fails.
Yeah.
And also the emotion side, anger, I think is a very important feature.
Yeah, I understand that. I would agree that those features I will keep also, instead of. You make sense. Yeah, I'm convinced.
Yeah. And also their intelligence. Like, why do they make these decisions that they make?
Yeah.
Is it because of some form of emotion? Emotion is a really strong factor in decision making.
True.
I mean, a cold-blooded murderer vampire can see everything objectively.
Exactly.
That is also a cool idea.
Cool.
But I also like the emotion kind of thing. I think I would, like you say, maybe make... It depends on which kind of vampire you are, how long you have lived, are you just a spawn? There are a lot of factors that I would take into consideration.
Exactly.
Before making that NPC.
Yeah, true. I agree. There's a lot of ways that you can create a character if you role-play him yourself. And there's a lot of books for inspiration, there's a lot of movies, a lot of different ways that vampires are depicted. But in folklore, like I talked about in the segue about the vampires, it's very frightening theme. Livestock dying, loved ones dying, and
no one knows why.
No one knows why exactly. Anyway, guys, this was our episode about the vampires. Hope you had fun. Leave in the comments what you think. What is your favorite movie? What is your favorite series or game? We would love to have a dialogue with you. I think that is all for today.
Yeah.
See you guys.
I
hope you had fun, guys. Remember to like, subscribe if you like the show, and see you next time. Bye, nerds. Brad Pitt.
Hega. Nei, også det akkurat takk opp. Yeah. Yeah.
Vampire stories. I really like that theme. I really like vampires in total, and hope you had fun.
I hope thou had fun.
Quiet, you!